I am Mr. Sandeep Dattatraya Kardili, M.Pharm, Pharmaceutics, lecturer, Mola Rural Institute of Pharmacy, Sony, and I am giving presentation on the chapter Extraction Process. First of all, contents of my presentation: definition of extraction, solvents used for extraction, then various extraction processes, in that infusion, decoction, and maceration we will study in this particular lecture. First of all, definition of extraction. It is defined as the treatment of the plant or animal tissues with solvent whereby the medicinally active constituents are dissolved and most of the inert matter remains undissolved. The solvent used for extraction is known as menstruum, and the inert insoluble material that remains after extraction is called as mark. Various processes for extraction: first infusion, then decoction, maceration, percolation, and digestion. Solvents used in extraction process: first, most widely used solvent, that is water. Water is a solvent for protein, coloring matter, gums, glycosides, sugars, alkaloidal salts, enzymes, many organic acids, and most of the organic salts. Then waxes, fats, fixed oils, and most alkaloids are insoluble in water. Advantages of water: firstly, it is cheap, it has a wide solvent action, it is non toxic, it is non inflammable. Then disadvantages: water helps in growth of molds and bacteria, hence some preservative is needed during extraction of crude drugs. Then water causes hydrolysis of many substances. Large amount of heat is required to concentrate the aqueous preparation than non-aqueous preparation. Second most widely used solvent for extraction is alcohol. Alcohol is solvent for alkaloids, glycosides, volatile oils, and resins. Alcohol does not dissolve albuminous matter, gums, waxes, fats, fixed oils, and sugar. Advantages of alcohol: the mold and bacteria cannot grow in a solution in which alcohol concentration is 20% or more, and it is neutral, and hence extraction products obtained from it are compatible with other products. A small amount of heat is required to concentrate the alcoholic preparation. It is non-toxic in the concentration mostly present in the preparations. Disadvantages: the preparations become costly when alcohol is used as solvent for extraction of API. The first extraction process, infusion. It consists of pouring water over the drugs and then allowing it to keep it in contact with water for the stated period, usually 15 minutes, with occasional stirring, and finally filtering of the liquid. Apparatus: drug is placed at the bottom of the pot, then water is added and it is well stirred 3 or 4 times. Infusion can also be prepared by enclosing the drug in a muslin bag and then suspending it just below the level of water in a beaker. Stirring is not required because water slowly circulates due to increase in specific gravity of water near the drug. When Water comes in contact with the drug. It dissolves API and become heavier. Heavier layer come down and their place is taken by fresh water. As a result, there is a slow circulation of water and hence stirring is not required. Special pots known as infusion pot used for preparation of infusion. There are two types of infusion. First, fresh infusion and second, concentrated infusion. Fresh infusion. A fresh infusion is an aqueous solution of active constituents of a vegetable drug prepared by the process of infusion. For example, fresh infusion of cassia and coarse powder is used. Water used as a menstruum because it has more penetration power and dissolves the API. Pharmacopoeia states that fresh infusion should be used within 12 hours after its preparation because it gets spoiled due to fungal or bacterial growth. And concentrated infusion. It is prepared by double or triple maceration process. Concentrated infusions are 8 times stronger than fresh infusion. Alcohol in the concentration of 20 to 25% is used as menstruum. Hence, this preparation can be stored for longer period due to preservative action of alcohol. For example, concentrated infusion of cassia and concentrated compound infusion of chirata. Then second extraction process, that is decoction process. Drug is boiled with water for stated period, usually 10 minutes. Then after boiling, the liquid is strained and water is passed through the content of the strainer to make the required volume. Then this process is mainly used for vegetables, drugs of hard and woody nature having the thermostable water soluble constituents. The maceration process. Various types of maceration processes. First, a process for tincture made from organized drug, for example, roots, stem, leaves, etc. This process is called a simple maceration. Second, a process for tincture made from unorganized drugs such as oleoresins and gum resins. This process is known as maceration with adjustment. Third, process for concentrated preparations, which includes both double maceration and triple maceration. Firstly, maceration process of tincture made from organized drugs or simple maceration. Apparatus used: a wide mouth bottle or any other container which can be well stopped is used for maceration process. A closed container is essential to prevent the evaporation of menstruum, which is mostly concentrated alcohol. No adjustment in volume is made. Method: drug is plused with the whole of menstruum in a closed vessel for 7 days. During this period, shaking is done occasionally. After 7 days, the liquid is strained and mark is pressed. The expressed liquid is mixed with strained liquid. It is then filtered to make a clear liquid. The final volume is not adjusted. Example: tincture of orange, tincture of lemon, tincture of squill. Maceration process for unorganized drugs or maceration with adjustment. Method: unorganized drug is plused with 4 by 5th of the menstruum in a closed vessel for period of 2 to 7 days. Shaking is done occasionally. After stated period, liquid is filtered and final volume is made up by passing remaining 1/5 of menstruum. The mark is not pressed. For example, tincture of tolu and compound tincture of benzoin. Third, maceration process for concentrated preparation or multiple maceration process. Maceration process is carried out in the same way as simple maceration process, but the menstruum used is divided into two parts in double maceration process and into three parts in triple maceration process. Double maceration process. Drug is macerated twice by using the menstruum, which is divided into parts in such a manner that the same volume is used for each maceration. The quantity of menstruum required for two macerations are calculated as: first, volume of menstruum required for first maceration is equal to total volume of menstruum minus volume to be retained by drug upon 2 plus volume to be retained by the drug. Volume of menstruum required for second maceration is equal to total volume of menstruum minus volume of menstruum used in first maceration. In double maceration process, the whole of the drug is macerated for 48 hours with quantity of menstruum required for first maceration. Strain the liquid and press the mark. Macerated again for 24 hours with remaining menstruum required for second maceration. Strain the liquid and press the mark. Mix the liquid obtained from two macerations and allow it to stand for 14 days and then filter. Example: concentrated infusion of orange, concentrated compound infusion of chirata, and concentrated compound infusion of gelatin. Triple maceration process. In this maceration process, the drug is macerated thrice by using the menstruum, which is divided into three parts in such a manner that the same volume is used for such each maceration. The quantity of menstruum required for three maceration is calculated as: first, volume of menstruum required for first maceration is equal to total volume of maceration by the drug minus volume to be retained upon 3 plus volume to be retained by the drug. In that, press the mark lightly, then combine the liquid obtained from second and third maceration and evaporate it to specified extent. Then mix it with liquid obtained from first maceration. After that, add alcohol 90% equal to 1/4 of the volume of the finished product. Then adjust volume with water. Allow it to stand for 14 days and filter. Example: concentrated infusion of cassia and liquid extract of senna. Lastly, thank you.